Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, September the 5th. We're going to talk about mushrooms today. We've got Stan Hudson with us. Good to have you here, Stan.
Thank you, Paul.
From the Missouri Mycological Society.
Yes, mycological. It's
Mycological
just a fancy word for fungi.
You're talking about mushrooms,
yes.
Right? All right, so what have we got with mushrooms?
Well, we have a great opportunity for folks to get out and see some gorgeous mushrooms. We have a gentleman coming to town called Taylor Lockwood. He's a world-renowned photographer of mushrooms, been traveling the world. I think he's gone to over 50 countries trying to find the most beautiful mushrooms.
Yeah.
And so he's going to be doing a presentation on Monday, September 6th from 6 to 7 out at the Central Regional Conservation Office there, the NBC office.
On September the 6th?
On September the 10th.
September the 10th. Okay,
yep,
on Monday, September the 10th.
p.m.
6 to 7 o'clock. Now, and will he be showing all the mushrooms that we have available in this area that are growing?
He'll show some mushrooms from this area, but more he's going to show mushrooms from around the world. So this is going to be an opportunity to see some of the most beautiful mushrooms from countries all around the world.
Are those edible mushrooms?
Some will be, but some will just be really pretty. Some could be poisonous, but you'll get a really good sense of what they look like and things. He's a wonderful photographer.
Okay, the mushrooms that we have in our area, are most of them edible or not?
Well, as Maxine Stone says, you can eat any mushroom once. But I'd say we have two really deadly mushrooms in this region, and then we have several that are poisonous. But most, I'd say, probably about 70 to 80% are pretty benign.
What about the ones that you see after you have a good rain and it's moist, and they look like little domes popping out of the ground?
Well, those could be a couple varieties. One is a field mushroom, which is a meadow mushroom, which is the exact same one that they sell commercially in the store.
So those are okay to eat?
The other issue, though, is that there's another type that looks exactly like it that is poisonous. So you have to really be careful about eating anything like that.
How can you tell?
You got to be an expert, or you got to learn how to take a spore print to determine which one is which and be able to identify that.
Yeah, my grandmother and grandfather, they used to go pick mushrooms all the time, and they would always say, "Now, I'm not advocating this at all. So if you're listening, don't do what I'm saying." They used to do, but they said they would boil a nickel with the mushrooms, and if the nickel turned color, it was poisonous, and if it didn't, it was okay to eat. Have you ever heard that old story?
I have not. I would have to look into that, but I wouldn't suggest doing that either.
I wouldn't suggest doing it, no. Okay. Right. So
I would suggest coming to one of our events and having someone there identify it for you, and then you can be 100%
but the Morels,
certain.
They're okay.
Oh, yes, certainly. Right. Those are an easy one to identify.
And you brought in here a bag of Morels today. Yes, it's the fall, almost the fall, but you got your Morels from where?
Montana, up in a fire burn.
All right, Stan Hudson. So again, your date is September the 10th.
From 6 to 7 out at the Central Regional Conservation Office there.
Okay, Stan Hudson, thank you so much for coming by. And in the spring, I want you to come out to my place and show me where I'm missing these morel mushrooms that are growing.
Certainly, I'd be happy to.
Okay, thank you very much, Stan. So mark it on your calendar for September the 10th. And if you want more information, you can go to their website. It's www.MORivCC's. So I'll spell it. It's www.MYCO.org, and you'll get all the information. You can find out about Monday, September the 10th also. Okay? Now we're going to talk about the Missouri MORivCC's. Dave Lineberry is with us. Good to have you here, Dave.
Thank you, Paul. Good to be here.
Yeah. You've got something else coming up?
Absolutely. Today I'm here to talk about our annual event, the EcoArt Fest, which is our 13th annual EcoArt Fest.
Yeah.
It's coming up this weekend, September 8th and 9th, down at the river, held at Cooper's Landing, both days.
A lot goes on at Cooper's Landing.
Yeah, there's a lot of music, a lot of art, a lot of fun things happening there, a lot of good river times.
Yeah, yeah. So what will be going on during this event?
Well, a lot. The name EcoArt Fest kind of sets up the expectation that we'll be doing three things, and we do these three things. There are opportunities to engage the environment and the ecology, very specifically, and I'm very excited to share that our sister organization, Missouri River Relief, will have their big john boats there, their cruise-sized john boats. They carry 10 or 12 people at a time. They're going to have free river excursions out onto the river 2 and 3 times a day, both Saturday and Sunday. So a lot of us have been around the river all of our lives, but very few people get out on the river. It's a great, safe opportunity to have really skilled tour guides and river guides out there with you, show you what's what, free, kids of all ages.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's
That's really
fantastic.
nice.
So there are opportunities like that to get in touch with nature and the environment, learn about the river and its environment. Then we also have the art part of EcoArt Fest, and it's an art festival. We'll have 20 to 30 artists and craftsmen who will each have booths there. And this year we have a special focus on having our artists demonstrate their techniques and actually getting an opportunity for some of the people who come to participate in making that art themselves.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on television, we got some pictures, and there's Lee Ruth.
Yeah, that's right. This is from a previous event, and Lee, we chose this photo because Lee represents the first core of great folk songwriters and folk singers who really helped get MORivCC going. And we still have great folk music. We'll have music both days, starting from 1 to sunset. We'll have a different band or musical act every hour.
Every hour?
Every hour. We're going to have about 12, 13 different acts.
Is there a group called the Crawdaddies?
The Fried Crawdaddies
Crawdaddies.
Yeah, they're not going to be there, but I do have some of the folks who are. It's got a pretty good list. The Phil Luke Band, Steve Ansager, the Ukulele Fight Club, probably one of the best band names that ever was. The Ukulele Fight Club, the Roadside Distractions, Three Bricks Shy, Howard and Smythe, the Boone County Contra Dancers are going to be there. And for about 45 minutes of every hour, we'll have music and art on stage. And then the other 15 minutes of every hour, we'll have an ongoing auction to raise money for MORivCC.
Okay. So there's a lot going on.
That's right.
It's the entire weekend?
Both days, Saturday and Sunday, the 8th and 9th. Gates open at noon. Activities start at 1. Programming from 1 to 7, and the bands will be done at sunset. So it's great.
At sunset.
At sunset. So it's a great time. Go out. It's free. It is a fundraiser for the organization, but come out. Free stuff to do all day long, and you still get home in plenty of time.
So what happens after sunset then?
Well, at Cooper's, we always close down the music acts at sunset out of respect to the campers and the people who are coming through.
How
the camp.
nice.
Yeah.
So that you have it quiet.
That's right. That's right. By about 9:30, everything's pretty well done.
Good. Okay. So if people want more information on this, what's the website they go to?
Oh, thanks for asking. www.MORivCC, MORivCC.org.
Okay.
And we can still, even this late date, we can still take donations for the auction, and we'd still be glad to have them in exchange for announcing those donations.
So what kind of things are you looking for at the auction?
Oh, anything that people would enjoy. And we have gift certificates, we have small items, we have free passes for concerts at the Blue Note. We have a custom cooler from Logboat that's really cool. I'm going to bid on that. Okay. But anything large and small, it's a tax deduction for the giver. It's a benefit to the organization for the sale, and the people who buy it get something nice.
All right. It's MORivCC.org
That's
for
right,
more
sir.
information. Dave, thank you so much for coming
Paul,
by.
thank you so
All
much.
right.
It's always great to see you.
Pleasure having you here. We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Talking Hearts Productions and Central Missouri Stop Human Trafficking Coalition. Something you'd like to hear or see? Drop me an email.